Yeah. Hopefully. Let's see, we got... Hopefully we got everything up and running here. And we're going to do that. And I'm going to quickly check this. It there, and we should be good. Hopefully nobody can hear that. Why do I have these on? There's no reason for those. Really? You're gonna experience buffering? Are you serious? We should be good. Of course. Really? Of course you're here for the plot. Is everything looking okay on your guys' side? It's telling me the stream is having issues, but I'm not seeing it on my side right now. Why is there such a large gap between... It seems to be on par with the left side, but I do not know. Alright, I'm gonna start here, but be aware that I'm concerned that it's telling me it's a bad stream, but I don't see it on my side. Okay. This is Blaster Master 02. This is a sequel to a game I reviewed about a year ago, which was I don't want to say remake, but a remaster of an old NES game. I don't even know how I did this. Well, one second. I don't know why that overlay is there, to be honest with you. You could tell that I haven't exactly done a lot on my Elgato because of stuff like this. But I don't think I could take that off without closing down the stream, and unfortunately that seems to mean that I'll end up screwing some stuff up. Oh, hey, there we go. Don't mind me, everything's A-okay. So again, back to the fact that I am playing Blaster Master 02. You are in a foreign world. You end up dealing with a crisis on that world, but yeah, you know what? Let's just get into it. With one of the coolest cars or tanks or whatever you want to call it in old video games. Eve, is the Gaia system handling up? Yes, SP was properly converted upon impact. The Gaia is a brand new system Eve and I invented for G Sophia. Using the impact when landing, the planet's energy flow is absorbed and then converted to SP. What? Okay, so Eve was corrupted between the first and second game. So that's why she is looking weird. Got a reading on repair materials. Better be careful, blah, blah, blah. Now I gotta remember how to play. Okay. So there's platformer elements in this game, which I know some people here don't necessarily like, but it's a bit different than other platformers. So there are mutants in ooh, giant crab. Okay, you're reteaching me the fact that I'm using missiles, blah, 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 blue. Nope. Now I just gotta remember how I actually use those missiles. Give it a little time, Andrea. Come on. Oh, it is. It is from the old Blaster Master games. Okay. Okay, that's the piece I was missing. There we go. We're not going to jump down there because there's no reason to. Okay, we have some energy, but we can't use our special attacks because we are completely out of energy, but now we're okay. Attack its weak point for massive damage. Oh, Kazari. Harai? Whatever it is. You know, you joined the stream as I died because I forgot the controls. Pick an item up right below us. Seems like a cave. Okay, so for those who are unaware of Blaster Master Zero, or any of the Blaster Master series, there's two parts to it. There's the overworld platforming part, which I will have to deal with here. There we go. But there's also the third person over the shoulder part with our little guy here. As he lays down on his stomach to deal with enemies, because that's how you do it. And into we go. So this is a little bit more, maybe some people's preference. As our hero goes through this little dungeon area. Simple controls, simple top-down shooting, but it does get more complicated as time goes on. I forget. Yeah, I was like, I know those rocks, I think, end up getting destroyed, so... Alright, got a map. That's good. And our frog who has powers, by the way, is able to take us out of the cave. That was what I think one of the big complaints about the first game was that you had to redo those sections. Like, there was no point to it. But now you just have a frog to take you to the end. But don't quote me on that. Why wouldn't you have an edgy cave? Is the real question. I mean, he's not a superhero, so he should be okay. Okay. I think I may want to destroy that. Okay, and obviously there's something up there that's worth getting. Including a safe spot. Hey, I don't only play platformers. Now, let's be realistic here. I play a bunch of things. You just don't like my platforming. Okay. I need to stop using those. Come on. Come on. Come on. Attack me. And there we go. These other sections can get interesting if you don't power your weapon up, which is what you really want to do in the end. It can become a lot easier when you have the bigger, like, more powerful weapons, and basically, as you take damage, you end up losing those powers at that point. I should play Fortnite instead. Yet no. Battle Royale games are just not my thing. Okay, we got... See, notice how I picked up the power up, and now I have a very much a better weapon. Despite the fact that I can't seem to hit it, even though I'm like, just... But I can go down to the lower weapons if I feel like they're not doing anything, like you can see there. But, as you see, I took some damage, and now I'm back to level 2. So, there's a reason for you to take damage, and... Please, did you just die? There we go. That was a lot more dangerous than I expected. I need to use the bombs in that case. I forget, do I have a shield or a move? I forget what my... counter. I don't remember what that is necessarily. You can tell that I haven't necessarily played this game in a while. Alright. Next time I will play something that is more up your alley. How about that? Because I do realize that so the last game I played... What was the last game I played on stream? It was... Actually, I don't remember what the last game I played on stream was. And who doesn't like the design of our main hero here? Jesus! I don't remember this being this hard to begin with. Yeah, Snake Pass. I've heard a lot of good things about Snake Pass. I really want my powered up weapons here. That would be nice right there. We go. There's one. As the rocks reveal more power. I feel like that one, it may be more powerful, but I don't know, I think I prefer the third one, even though it's just a lot less damage. The fact that it just covers the screen. Get this health. I'm trying to figure out what's on his shoulder. Is that a gem of some sort? Oh, now we have a shield. Aha! Okay, how about... Come on. They seem to act on movement, so... Like, if I stay still, they will eventually attack, but it takes them a lot longer. You have to understand that Andrea is just not a platformer person. It may be, I think it's more... it's a sequel to Blaster Master Zero 2, which is an updated version of the original Blaster Master. And there wasn't a 2 for the NES, I think. Or was it for the Game Boy? I don't honestly remember. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, there we go. That down, and I'm not gonna be able to make that jump, but I can make that one. Am I gonna be able to make this jump though? Yep, there we go. As you can see, there is some precise platforming needed here. Oh god. But the controls are pretty good for what is needed. But I don't see. Can't tell to see if those shots are actually going through and actually hitting anything. Okay, and they weren't. The jumping car concept is okay, hold on. Jumping cars are awesome. I mean, it's got major hydraulics. I don't see the problem here. Let's see. Map-wise, I want to get up there, but it's going to be hard. Especially when I need a little bit of help. Can I go over here? Nope. Can't go to the next screen. It looks like I opened up the next jump part, so... There we go. I mean, it's like a hover, or like any kind of hovercraft. Instead of it just jumps. I mean, that's majority better. The whip is The whip is all right, but I don't like getting that close to enemies. All right, there we go. We have super weapon now. Just expect a breeze from here on out. Not probably really, but especially when you have enemies this close. Yeah, it's a nice design quirk where it's just like, hey, you know what? We'll just let the game teach you what you need. Okay, we need to time this right. Just build as much as we can. I do like this part where it's like you have to build the platform that you're going to use. It's a nice little touch. It's a nice little addition to things. And you have to be careful because you, like, bigger blocks can't fit into certain holes. So you got to be really careful on what you decide to hit and what you decide to not. There we go. There we go. See, the problem, the big problem is that once you get this weapon, a lot of the challenges just become a little bit easier, almost too easy, in fact. But when you're about to get hit off screen, that's probably not going to be a problem. And there we go. I'm going to save. I have all the items I can, so now we face the boss, which looks like it's going to be a spider, maybe? I mean, 8, 12. Eve, there's a boss mutant here. Jay said that mutant has a part we could use for Sophia, because of course it does. The Web of Destruction. Macrantula. Oh god. See, like, there's certain times when you actually want the lesser weapons. Like, the whip in this case is really good for close range, so getting the whip out in a situation like this, reasonable. I do like this boss fight to begin with because it gives you a little bit of the panic, but like the health items, as you saw there, they're reasonable in terms of what they give you, so... I do wish some of these enemies would actually give me some power-ups again, because it's literally giving me nothing. Really, guys? You were just giving me, like, tons of stuff just a second ago. And... my last bomb. Well, nope. Not my last bomb. That health. I also like the creature design, like the spiders and whatever this octopus thing is. Like, they have their own style, and there's this I don't want to say creepiness factor to it, but there is some sort of like factor to it. I'll take that weapon. So close to being dead, but so am I, actually, come to think of it. Shit. Damn it. I'm not sure on the combo system, to be honest with you. That is a good question regarding that. I feel like it is random drops, but it could be how well you're doing. Yeah. Do as much damage before I take some damage. This weapon, I know that if you don't move for a while, or you don't fire for a while, it does more damage. Or the damage is a little bit more pronounced. Come on. I do like the fact, I don't remember Blaster Master 2 as much as the original one, so it seems like some of the problems I had with Blaster Master, with like, you know, losing your weapon, being so, like, non-consistent, and what I mean by that is, like, in the original Blaster Master 0, you wouldn't lose your weapon that often. Even on bosses, you would, once you got to the super weapon, you would end up reasonably keeping it, but I find myself having more problems with this one. Get that. Just... So many bugs. The programmer's worst nightmare. I should be able to... Close. There we go. No. Do I plan to play Ace Attorney now that it's on PC? Probably not, because I played through the entire series itself, except for Edgeworth. I need to play Edgeworth. All right, and now we got ourselves the ability to hover in our tank. So we're not jumping, we're hovering. Please don't overexert yourself. And thank you, Fred. Thank you, Frog Friend. Guys, I know it's April Fool's, but seriously? Bubsy greater than Mighty Number 9? I did consider, because the thing about, cutscene. Oh yeah, the hover, yeah, he needs to actually repair it. I have considered doing a Bubsy stream and like taking donations for charity. It's something I've wanted to do. But, like, I don't feel like just playing Bubsy for the sake of playing Bubsy on the channel is worth anything. I know that sounds cruel, but sort of the point. Bubsy does not make you cry like an anime fan on prom night. Some expert maneuvering, if I could do say so myself. But it's Bubsy. That's the point. I think it's coming out this month. I don't remember exactly when. 1, 2. I like the floating platforms idea. It gives a little bit more like timing based. Come on. Can I get that? There we go. Sweet. And got the big one. Okay, you know what? Fine. There we go. It is, yeah, from a mighty... It was a very, very bad marketing campaign by Deep Silver. Watch the trailer sometime. It is gloriously bad. Let's just put it that way. I do like the design of the visuals here in terms of, like, you could tell there was, like, construction here, like, there was actual, like, people here at one point, but it's been so long gone that it's almost like they don't exist anymore. Like a ruined world. It's setting up the world nicely. I'm already at 1 health. Well, shit. Okay, now I'm just sad. I would take you to a dance if there was one. We'll do that someday. How about that? Even though I don't think either of us would want to. At least now. There we go. Do want that power up because I really do want a little bit more power, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it because I destroyed the platform a little bit too early, which I do like. I do like the fact that that is a mechanic. Like, oh, hey, you screwed yourself. Sucks to be you. Come on. We'll take this bomb. We'll use one on this guy because he's too close and I don't want to lose that much more health again. Now, one of the things I remember, and I don't remember what my conclusion was in the first game, I do remember addressing it. Like, so, if you look at the character, you'll notice that he fires, and he fires relatively in the mid. There'll be a link in the description after I join, or if somebody can link him an invitation. But, like, so if you look at it now, he fires relatively in the middle, but it's still a tiny bit to the right. Like, but in the original games, I believe he actually fired, like, on his arm side, and it was something that you always had to adjust to. So, like, those kinds of... Maybe I'm getting that confused with something else. It's possible. But those kinds of updates to games, I do appreciate. Yeah, I don't need to go up there because that's where I was. Okay, we're gonna destroy that. Destroy that, and then we're gonna destroy that, and that, and then that, and that, and that, and then we're gonna move back because we don't want to get hit, and then we're gonna move like that. See, puzzle solving. We're good at this, but I don't like the fact. Don't remember if I can do this. Can I? Yeah, I can't respawn. Is there a lock or lock movement button? You know what? That's a good question. Don't think there is. Yeah, no, that just things up that. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, there is a lock movement button, ZR. Or just R, I guess. It's either R or ZR on the Pro Controller. Oh, Jesus. It's been so long since I played the game that I completely forgot about it. Because this game doesn't necessarily teach you like the original one. It makes an assumption that you've sort of played the second or the first one. It does have a control screen at the start of the game, though, for those who didn't play. And where is he? Oh, you're showing me your armored side. Well, screw you. Mine might. Ouch. Didn't really want to take that damage, but... Alright, so I think the bomb actually can go through the shell, so that actually is useful. This is more a battle about patience. Alright. Wait for him to slow down again. Willing to take some damage if that means that I can get through this. And we got landmine that automatically explodes when enemies are near. It can actually. It can make the difference. Into the void. Load times are pretty quick. I do love the music of this game, and I know you can't hear it a whole hell of a lot, but like the upbeat nature of it and the fact that it reminds me of Mega Man, but it reminds me in Mega Man in ways of like it's still unique to itself. I don't necessarily want to randomly throw myself over there, but I need to play the Yakuza games. I really do. Let's see. Map. Yeah, we got the life. I knew there was an item around here somewhere, but I was like, I don't remember where. By the way, how much do you care about diversity in games? So, here's the thing about diversity. As long as you're not necessarily forcing, and what I mean by forcing is that you're not taking away from the main story elements or the tale that's being told. A good example of that is I remember people being really, really upset that Breath of the Wild didn't have Linkle as an option after, she got revealed in Hyrule Warriors. The thing about that is that I understand why they didn't do it, and the biggest factor of that is, well, what do you do when the Gerudo section came up? Because, okay, Link needs to act like a girl, but if he is a girl, that changes that entire section. It changes the entire meaning of it. And so it's like, well, in that case, giving the option to play as Linkle would not make sense. Because it would change the core of your story. Have I been in here? I don't think I've been in here. Wait, maybe I have. Yeah, I have. Later. But, like, the idea of diversity in games in general is good. One of the things that came up was something like The Last of Us, and it's like originally the character of Ellie was a boy, and they asked, well, wait a minute, why does it have to be a boy? Why can't it be a girl? And the thing is that the decision there to make it a girl, I think, helped the character, because even though it was a tomboyish character, I think the story made a lot more sense from a boy and daughter perspective from Joel's point of view. So that to me makes a lot more sense. Like, if you were to do that with Kratos and Atreus, for example, I don't necessarily think that would have been as strong of a connection. I do think there is something to the Viking type nature, the Nord mythology, and the character being male. So diversity in terms of that is good, but I do think that there are certain elements where it's like, okay, I do think there are reasonable times where you go like, okay, this character needs to stay a male, a female, black, white, etc., etc. I don't remember how to get through that. I think I need to slam down on that, but I don't remember how I would do that, or if I need, like, speed to do that. I think I need speed. I'm not gonna get speed from there. Which Mass Effect was that? I sort of remember that. I never played Andromeda, so... okay, so where is that section? Okay, so that slam is not obviously it, so I need to figure out... where is the next place I need to go? Not that place, that's a save point. Not there. Not there. I don't remember. And we don't have the grippy thing so that we can cling on walls, right? We should have the proximity mine, right? No, that's for the other thing. I definitely remember what I'm doing here, and I'm not completely confused on what to do next. haven't gotten to that area. Okay. Hold on. Haven't gotten to that area. Okay. Wait for our energy to recover. I think the marginalized thing, it's hard because you want to tell stories, like specialized stories, but you don't necessarily want to take away from people's experiences. So you have to have a fine line between, you know, diversity and respect for the original creation. There is eventually in there. Like I said, I don't remember when exactly they occur, but they do. Actually, hold on. In the original game, you could talk to your passengers. There you go. See? She's a little bit infected, though, so... Fight mutant. And I do remember that this should tell me where to go next. Don't worry about it, FAQ. I mean, I'm willing to talk about anything at this point. This is an investigation stream. You guys are getting some data from what is going on. I was gonna say, why doesn't she clean off this blue raspberry slushy? I'd be a little concerned if that's how she ended up getting the slushy all over her. I mean, that is a very unique pattern there. Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in the space. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. Is your mom gonna be really sad, or is this gonna be good for both everybody involved? Because yes and no. Great. Now let's search for the Dimensional Tavern next sector. Fred's wormhole ability. Yes, the frog has wormhole abilities. You didn't think that he had wormhole abilities? He's got wormhole abilities. Deal with it. Alright, we're going to A1. This is new to the series where the first game you did, like, stay on one planet, you know, regular Metroidvania type setting, but here, not so much. I don't know why it does that, but okay. Warning, bugs! Nope, no. Are these bouncing shrimp, by the way? I'm trying to understand what I'm fighting, and I really can't figure it out. I do like the fact that special weapons in this game, like, they have a time element to them, but, like, they just recharge on their own, too, so you can go a little bit ham with them still. Oh, that's a lot of health. I got lucky on that one. Control-wise, see, this is one of the reasons why I love Blaster Master in terms of the series, is that the controls, like, I feel like I'm always in control. Like, there's a little bit of slippiness to it, but it's something that you should expect. Like, okay, I've got momentum. I feel like they got momentum right here. Like, you could stop, but it takes a tiny bit. Not a lot, but a tiny bit. Just enough that it does affect your actions, but not enough where you're like sitting there going screaming at it. And you could justify it too because it's a space thing. Sub-missiles. Okay. Sure. Ooh. I personally like a fleshed out one. The idea of putting myself into a character, like, it can work, but like, I'd rather see the characterization myself. I think this is a very small map. Yeah, there's nothing else to this. Because, I mean, what I want is interesting characters. Into the dimensional tunnel! I don't know where it goes, but... So yeah, there's corruption here, blah-bitty-blue. Probably shouldn't have gone out of this side. Let's go back. Let's go over to this planet. Alright, I don't think I can go right, so we're gonna go left. I know my directions. I don't know what you're talking about. I did not just call left, right, and right, left. Take that map. Okay, so that gives us coordinates, and we may have to come back for that other one. Oh god, not one of these. See, the problem is that this guy can't jump to save his life. Like, he can jump, but he can't fall. So I can't do this section, because if he like falls 2 feet, he's dead. So it looks like we'll have to come back here for that part, but we did get coordinates to a new one. So there is a little bit more exploration in this game, which is nice to see. I mean, they're taking it a new direction, but the core of the combat, the core of the elements are still here. Area B. We got this one planet, and that's pretty much it. So I guess we're going to not Saturn. Letting you guys know that my plan for this week, I probably will stream one more day, but you'll get a video about what I plan to do for the next couple months. Now, keep in mind this, that will be a tentative plan. if things I mean, things will change from week to week. Is this better than Mega Man 2? No, but Mega Man 2 is a very classic game, and that's hard to compare it against. Can't pinpoint the exact location, but I can say for certain it's here. But I'm also picking up lots of mutant readings, so we need to find the key. Uh-oh, we found a non-mutant. There's somebody else on this planet. But yeah, so like the plans that I will give you guys will be tentative. I mean, there will be certain elements of those plans that I really want to get done. But like if, let's say, I get a job down in Florida, like I've been planning on doing for a while now, that will obviously change the schedule a little bit. On the Steam, I started that this weekend. I haven't gotten that far on it, but I'm using it as an opportunity to refine a little bit of Python. So, started it, but it's going to take it a little bit because I'm using it as a tool to learn, to help me grow as a person. I don't remember what I need to do here. Got ability, right? They did apologize for that, and they realized that they made a mistake there. And some things that you just sometimes forget about when doing DLC and all that jazz. Oh, no. There we go. Ow. Go, go, go. Into the door. Uh-oh. I am one with the flowers. I'm assuming I need to take somebody here, because I don't think I can interact with that yet. Why is this bamboo so deadly? Because it's sharp. I mean, look at that. I think people were upset that they put themselves into a position. Oh, I need a key? Really? Okay, fine. I'll get a key. There's my key. I have never heard of bamboo juice. What is bamboo juice? Okay, you just seem like you're gonna be a problem. Until you stop, and then you just prove everything that I just said wrong. You're making me dizzy. I don't like the fact that you're making me dizzy. I just ruined those plants, didn't I? I sort of feel sad that I've ruined the plants. Also, FAQ's reaction is Bamboo has juice. Yeah, that's exactly what my reaction was. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's a plant. Of course it's going to have some kind of liquid in it, but... like, internally, but... Okay, let's just ignore these guys. Obviously, they want us to... they just want to annoy us as much as possible. So, okay, we need 6 keys. Okay. So I've got 3 of them. We just need to find the other 3. Without stepping on any grass, even though that maybe actually need to be what I do. No, those are all... okay, up we go. To the right. I mean, some farmer put a lot of effort into that, so I'm not gonna be the one to ruin it. Yeah, somehow did not take damage there, and I'm sort of surprised. That's 4. I need to get over that way. How do I get over that way? Be able to. And nope. Oh, I have to. Game. I was trying to stay off the grass. I was trying to be respectful of the local farmers out here. But no, you were like, you got a key in the middle of this. So there's the 6th key, but... how do I get to you? Oh. I'm thinking that I can't go in the water, but I can go in the water. Popular, right. Alright, let's get into this boss. Oh! A human? A human-shaped mutant? Yes, that's the first reaction. A human-shaped mutant? Wait. What? You with Zavaria? You mean the mutants? No, I'm... you've gone and destroyed the crops that worked... No, exactly, exactly. See? I ruined his work. This is what I get. I deserve to die here. You know what the funny thing is? That would have been a great setup for me, like, predicting something that I didn't see coming if, like, I had done my research and everything. But here's the thing. I didn't. This game is good, Dynasty. It is a good combination of top-down shooting along with, like, unique platformer gameplay. Yes, I know platform is a dirty word for some people, but he's gonna actually be a problem. I don't have any sub-weapons here. Nope. Ow. Those scythes are gonna be dangerous. I also like the animation work that he does. Nope. I don't know why he's invincible when he's doing that. Nope. Ow. Didn't predict that right. He went right after me. No health drops are gonna hurt this fight. Also, does that guy have Cactus Honor? Burning my life away, it's 4:31. That's pretty early. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The legendary Takari Master, Gonbei. Which I probably horribly mispronounced, but you know what? It happens. I wish I had more upgrades coming into this, because not having the single pistol on this guy is not fun. Don't want to get close. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. Don't. Ouch. Will I be able to pull this off? Probably not. Go. Gotta be careful about how close I get to him. Don't have any more bombs. That sucks. And no. You know what? I wish it did. I really do. See, that move doesn't seem like it's really fair, does it? Can I don't remember if these respawn. Ow, fudge. Okay, hold on. We are not going to use this to our advantage. Yeah, the original original game actually ended up having people like Shantae as playable characters with DLC. So there's some kind of counter move. Yeah, you know, there is a counter move that I never remember how to do. Nope, nope, nope. X. Yeah, we'll try it. How do you find the chemistry between the two pro tags? I mean, are we talking about this game? Hey, why counter when you can attack? That's the real question. There we go. See? I can counter. Or I think I countered. For countering, I took a lot of damage. That sounds like a very fun TF2 weapon. What do I have against counters, Drag? So, here's the thing. When I originally started working at SPX Gen Fair, they used counters for everything. And I know it has nothing to do with these type of counters, but I just... Yeah, I can't help but hate counters when timers and everything else are used. Yeah, Jason and Frog OTP. Yeah, no, the chemistry is good with them. I do wish there was a little bit more animation of the cutscenes, to be honest with you. Ow. Yeah, the counter makes it a little bit easier. I mean, a frog that can create wormholes where you can go anywhere. I mean, how can you not like that? Yeah, the gunslinger took a little bit, didn't it? Gunbay. Oh. I got a call for that guy's support droid. If he's got, then he must be. That's right, Jason. He's an MA pilot. Metal attacker? Dispersed through the series in order to combat the mutant. That only said the Soviet was not the only vehicle online. What's the deal, Tay? No deal about it. This fellow's a true blue MA pilot, such as you. What? Yeah. I'm so sorry. I ruined your crops, though. If you listened to what folks told you, I wouldn't have to clean up your dang messes so much. When will you rename your channel Drag Queen? I don't think you could actually rename... Well, no, I think you can rename channels. But, let me think about it. Let me think about when that would be appropriate change. And I whom called you away from this refuge. Name's Tay. Tay, nice to meet you. We came here for the find the ecstasy of the dimensional tunnel. Outer space, planet Sophia. Dimensional tunnel sure is a wide old world outside this planet, huh? The boss mutant who you called Zarvia has the key. We both want to defeat Zarvia. How about we work together? He definitely got a key, but to tell you the truth, my MA is in bad shape. Zarvia gave it an awful thrashing, so she's been trying to repair. Got the parts I need. Gunboy's gonna get you good and busted, so we need some brand new parts if we're gonna fix her up. Okay, so we're gonna help. Is this where we get a new one? An exact scenario with 3 or 4 more pilots. Who would have thought? That closes in and attacks enemies from point blank range. Thank you, thank you, Frog. I do remember. I'm glad that the nostalgia kick of this game is still holding up. Ow. Ow. The frog is cute, like Mr. X. Maybe not necessarily the first comparison I would make, but sure. Mr. X is the bad boy, the frog is the cute one. The places the channel will go. I don't think I can do that. Okay, so I need to get up there. Shit. 12 buggering barrels firing at once. Oh boy. That could get nasty. Let's see, it's 8:43. I do have a little bit more to do on other things tonight, so I'll play probably till like 9:15 for probably another 30 minutes. Was I supposed to go up? I think I was supposed to go up, and I went the completely opposite way. The little shift you mean in terms of how it like closes in a little bit when you change where you're aiming? Because that is a nice touch. It's a nice animation touch. A lot of nice little animation touches in this game, especially in the first-person view. Oh, hey, look! The place I was supposed to go to in the first place that I completely forgot about. Good job, me. Nope, I guess we're not going that way. Oh, it's one of these levels. Ow. Also, I just like the base design of the Blaster Master to begin with. Granted, I am horribly biased because it is a shade of red, and therefore I would immediately want it, but just the like sort of like design of it moving around, like you said, like this animation portion is nice to begin with. So there's pointless. Is this gonna be underwater one? No, thank God. My hell, want a soda? I mean, if you're offering. And... note that. That's a little bit strange, ain't it? Not taking damage like that. A little bit off on the hitbox there. That may be intentional, but still a little bit weird. God. These things are annoying as hell. Need one more key. Oh, hey, look, a key. Oh, God. What is that thing? Oh, I can't use bombs in the water. I forgot about that. What is the crosshair on the... I think that it's about to attack. I'm not sure. Maybe the counter? That's a good question. They haven't... Well, let's... Yeah, it must have something to do with the counter system. Look how the power goes down if you just spam it. That's a nice little touch that they added. I don't think that was like that in the first game. Meaning that you can't just spam. It depends on the type of fiction. So, like, if the fiction is attempting to really, like, capture the feeling of an era, then I do feel like accuracy can make a big difference. But on the other hand, like, if it is trying to tend on the more of the fantasy side, I don't feel like it's necessary to really restrict yourself that way. It really depends on the context of the story, in my eyes. Like, take, for example, Dynasty Warriors. I don't necessarily have a problem with them, like, having their alternate fiction, but they still seem to respect the core of what's going on in that world. So we got a map. Good for us. Oh, another map. I don't want to move because I may take damage, but okay, fine, sure. Got a little bit stuck there, but that's okay. That's what the insurance pays for. Oh, hey, it's him. Hey, you made it. This must be your MA. Yep, this is Kubiko. She's busted up now, but she's a faithful partner. I'll get started helping out Tay, although I can't leave Sophia, so it'll just be supporting over the receiver. Y'all done enough just bringing the parts, just rest yourself there. I mean, what were the problems that they gave for the For Honor portion? Thanks for all your help. Take this with you. Recoil jump. Is this an MA maneuver chip? You compile maneuver David onto a chip for us? Thank you. You'll need to descend this mountain and climb the next one. The maneuver should make the climb a breeze. It's all like, sir, if you really want to hear it, I'll tell you later. Basically, I let my guard down too many times. Oh, right. You just got some tweaks left to make. You all saved our bacon. Press the jump button when stuck to a wall to repel in the opposite direction. Woo! This looks like a pretty kick-ass area. Don't show them today. Yeah, no. Hey, no. Rabbit infestations were a common thing in that era. They don't tell you that in the regular media, but trust me on this. Whee! Oh, wait. Ow. Where am I? Need to get over that way. Wait, do I? Yeah. I could use some help, too. That would really be helpful right now. Which I think this will help me with. Wait, no. Didn't want to blast off. Okay, fine. We'll go. Sure. We'll go here. Wall jumping tanks might be the greatest thing I've ever seen today. I mean, why not? This is gonna be a boss fight. Oh, no, it's wall jumping. Really? You gonna do me like this? Okay, I see. I see how it is. Ow. Ow. The thing about like stuff like that though is that like there's obviously accuracy that you have to sacrifice in order to make a game playable. Landmine that explodes to deploy an enemy spear. Yoo! The other wall was practice. Well, you know what? The other wall didn't have to be that high. Planetoid B3. Oh. Is it a rare time that you get out of the vehicle immediately? All right. Okay, fine. I'll just shoot you in the face. How about that? You like that counter? Okay. I mean, who says that a tank can't wall jump? Oh, I got him. Didn't expect that. Ow. I hate those things. Oh, I need a key. And it's probably in the one parts that I didn't check. No key there. There we go. Now to speak against the crime against nature I've created called the teleporter gun. Click the teammate, click a place. Person teleported. This will be the rebirth of Trollineers worldwide. I'm a monster. So basically, you're placing a teleporter to screw with people. You are one evil man. Prevent your gun level from dropping when taking damage. Guard disappears after... Okay, so yeah. Now we got the guard. That's actually rather important. I don't know if anybody would really want to see that, Ignat. I'm almost pretty sure that people would not want to see that. Even with the embarrassing element there. Alright, I'm going to give my final thoughts for a little bit here, because there is a good amount to go into. So this is 131 in. So Blaster Master 2 is what I expected out of Blaster Master 01. The sequel to Blaster Master 01. Yes, I can speak. I swear I can speak. The thing is that what it does is it does a sequel justice in terms of feeling like it's its own game still. You know, taking the elements, changing things up a little bit with, you know, additional changes to like the top-down shooting sections, a little bit more exploration elements with like the planets. But the thing is, the core of the game is still here from the original one. It just is a little bit improved. And that's what you want to see out of a sequel in most cases. You don't necessarily want the game to be completely different. You do want to see what made you like the first one there. And it's great that the game, which I believe is only $8.99 or $9.99, that's good to see. I believe it's actually $9.99, so that's, I mean, for a game like this, where it's like, okay, it's that cheap, it's worth taking a risk on, even if you may not necessarily, it may not necessarily be your cup of tea. I mean, yeah, like for somebody like Andrea, who doesn't like platformers to begin with, you're gonna hate the car section. Even though there are sections in here that are different from normal car sections, that I would say, or normal platforming sections. The fact of the matter is, it's still a platforming game at that portion at its heart. Now, with that said, I do like the changes here to the... And I shouldn't say changes. I do like how they didn't change certain elements of the movement system. Sophia, still great to control. Just enough slipperiness to get through certain elements, but not enough where you're like sitting there cursing yourself because you know you weren't able to control Sophia to a certain portion. $9.99, thank you. It may have been cheaper because I had coins on me on the e-store. The presentation, I mean, this is nice to see. The presentation, again, it may be a little bit pixely to some people, but I feel like it does well with the pixel artwork. Especially when it gets into these 3D sections. I think it is worth playing the first Blaster Master Zero myself. I think that was a good game, and I feel like you would want to play this just for the sake of knowing a little bit more of the story. Yeah, the story may not be the main focus here, but there's enough good gameplay in that first one anyway that it's worth playing in and of itself. Music and sound is probably one of the greatest strengths of the game in terms of its presentation. The music I know I keep the music low in situations like this so you guys can hear my thoughts and everything, but it is good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's music that I would listen to while I'm programming. It's music that I would listen to just in the car on the way to work or something along that lines. It's got enough action elements to it, but again, it keeps itself distinct enough from other games in the genre. Like, you may be reminded of old Mega Man games or old, like, platformer games like Ninja Gaiden or games like that when listening to this soundtrack. But with that said, it also has that unique element where it's just like, when you hear it, you immediately think Blaster Master. Just like how you think when you hear a Mega Man tune, you're almost like, oh, hey, that's Mega Man. Blaster Master Zero, despite not being as popular, I could still recognize that music right away. And I'm not sitting there going, oh, which platformer was that? Which game was that? Which is pretty good for a game like this, where it's not necessarily the focus. Weaknesses, that's the thing. The weaknesses are going to be over time, I think. Because, like, of what I've played so far, the difficulty's been good. Yeah, there's been some actions on screen. Like, early on, you saw some, like, off-screen attacks that may not necessarily have felt great, but it didn't necessarily take away from the game. If anything, the worst thing about it is the tutorial. The fact is that it just throws a bunch of things at you, and it doesn't set you up to succeed at those. Now, there was the first game, but even the first game, I don't remember. The first game, I think, had a counter system, but I honestly don't remember using the counter system. Then again, as pointed out, I may not be the best person to always figure out that there's a counter system in game. Even though I do try and figure those things out on a regular basis. So, tutorial-wise, it may not necessarily be the greatest. Animation-wise, I mean, yeah, not necessarily the pinnacle of the genre, but with that said, now I remember why these things are here. But I mean, just look at that design. Like, look at the designs of the creatures and things like that. It's up there. Like, I like the suit here. I like the character design of, like, creatures like that, for example. The sci-fi elements to them. People like your passengers, like the corruption of Eve. That's nice to see. I do want to see a little bit more, like, cutscene portions, and I said that about the first game too, because there is an interesting world here that's built, and you know, you have a frog that is able to communicate with you. Of course, that's going to be fun, or at least that you can understand. For the price of $10, I really do think it is worth it for people who are needing a platforming top-down shooter on the Switch. From my, you may have to check how long to beat in terms of the time frame. I'm assuming it's 6 hours, with probably 8 to 10 on completionist kind of stuff. But I would check that out yourself. Other than that, it's strong in all aspects, but it may not necessarily blow you away in any single one. But unlike other times that I say that, where it's like it needs a knockout punch, all the other elements are strong enough where it's a solid experience all around. I need one more key. Hey, look, one more key. I think there's gonna be a boss here, so I'll do this boss, even though I have 1 health. I am going to die very quickly. Yep, died very quickly. Boss fights are unique. I mean, there is challenge in them, but challenge that feels unique to each boss. Like the bosses that we fought so far, one was get close. I had, one I had to stay away from. One I had to use the counter system. And that's actually very, very expected from a Blaster Master game. That was exactly the same way in the first game. Now, I will say that once I've gotten this counter system in, this new piece here where, like, it protects my weapon on the first go, it can be a little bit overpowered, like, because, again, once you get hit, you can protect your weapon, so I can just run around here, and then, okay, I can take another hit. Yeah, I'm going to take some damage health-wise, but really the bigger problem is taking that hit from the actual enemy and losing that super weapon. Because really, that's what I'm worried about. Because notice how easy that was. Is reading my message difficult? No, I'm in the middle of a boss battle and I'm just not noticing it. I'm the person who defends the Red Reserve Shooter, Natasha, and Sandman. Trust me, it's a feel my pain kind of thing. I know the Reserve Shooter got a lot of shit, and Natasha got a lot of shit. Sandman, yeah, okay, those all got a lot of shit, but honestly, I was the person who used all the weapons to begin with in terms of TF2, and I also got, what are the special weapons? The counter weapons, so. Overall, the game is definitely worth your time and the money that you put in, and really, with it being on the Switch and it being on the go, there's just a lot here to take in and enjoy. So I would recommend it in a sort of 85-86 score area, because I do think it is a step up from the original game in terms of like the exploration and what will end up being more mechs or not more tanks and things like that. But on the other hand, I do think you need to play the first one to really get as much out of the second one as I have. So, are there any questions before I sign off for tonight? Besides the fact that I need to get back right now. Into the warp. Oh, let's do this one before I leave. Because we're facing a literal giant rock. Oh no, this is gonna take a while. It does make you feel like a master of blasting. Do I have time to do this? You know what? I will continue this later in the week. How about that? I will stream this probably Saturday or Sunday, because I do want to continue playing this. And maybe this is a game that I follow up on. So if that's okay with everybody, I'm gonna call it a night for the time being. Hopefully everybody got a little bit of what Blaster Master 02 has to offer, and I will see you at another time.